This is how to stop an item that's included in fixed items, the fixed items app, from being added to payslips. So let's go there and see what we are talking about. So this is the fixed items app. So right now you have different things that are being added to payslips: basic pay, loan repayments like that, gratuity, PRMF. Okay, so I want to use in this example house allowance. I want to stop it. It started in January 2023 and it continues. Every time you process, because it says no end, this item will be added for everyone who has it. So what is step one? So in the first step, what you want to do is to make sure no lines are marked. So what that means is you come down here, it shows you how many lines are marked. Make sure this says 0 of however many lines you have, because sometimes, let's say these two are marked, sometimes you can have something that is marked. So when you filter, if I go there, so you can see it looks like only one is marked, but two are marked. The reason being that an item that has been hidden when you filter is marked. So you always check here to make sure it is that 0 is marked. The easiest way to do that is without any filters. You tick all and you untick all. That will make sure that 0 of however many are marked. So the second step now, you want to filter for the item that you want to stop. So let's go and get our house allowance. So these guys currently all get this house allowance, right? Starting whenever the months were, and no end means keep adding. So I don't want these anymore. So what you do is, so we filtered. Now when you filter and tick to mark all, only the filtered items will be marked. So if I tick, so right now 0 are marked. Because I have filtered for this particular item, if I tick mark all, it will only mark the 4 that I have filtered. You can see 4 of 25. If I remove the filter, you'll see that the only thing that is marked is the ones that I had filtered. So let's go back there, house allowance. So there we are. Now, if you didn't want everybody, of course, you can untick to leave. Let's say we wanted this person to continue getting house allowance, we can leave that. But in our case, let's assume that we want to switch off for everybody. So now what you do, we want to change this month to. By the way, you could, if it was just a few people, you could have just gone and changed the month to one by one. But what I'm showing you is if you had several people with this, the quickest way to change the month to the last month. So what I want you to do is pick the month, the last month that that item applies. So let's say we wanted it last to be in December 2025. At the very top, what I mean is this here. You change here to the last month you want that item to go to. So pick that, click in another line to make sure it is selected properly. So we want to change these things to December 2025, right? So I've picked that month. That's above the month to column. The next step, I want to click this to button to set the month to for all the marked lines to the month selected. So when I click this button, what it will do is tell the system to make everything in this month to column that I have marked to come to this. So right now they're all no end. When I click 2, they all change to December 2025. So if I remove the filter again, you'll see that the other things that had no end have not been affected. The only ones that are affected is the ones which I marked, and I set what my last month is, and I clicked 2. Right? It's a way to tick several at the same time. Now, when you go to Payslips and Process in January 2026, you're not going to see these items because we are saying the last time they should appear in Payslips is 2025 December. So anytime you want something to stop, let's say, for instance, this Daniel Pasha with this PRMF, we wanted it to end in December, or let's say even January, 2026 January. That's what you do. You just pick the last month. So now when you process January, it will pick this, but when you go into February, because we've said this was the last month, this won't be picked anymore. So just keep in mind that this month too tells you when to go up to. And as long as it says no end, it means we are continuing with that line until we say. So every month we go to January, February, March, as long as it says no end, this item will always be picked. So that's how you stop an item that's in the fixed items from being added to payslips.